Ever since I've started playing guitar, I've been trying to write a song heavier than my childhood memories of a broken family, and I think I may have done it. So, we're gonna rock out and record and track my song Going Under. I'm not sure which guitar channel I'm gonna use, but I know it's gonna be through the Mesa Boogie 525 burn channel, and we're gonna do some different pickup configurations, and then track the whole thing, so let's do it. So we're tracking some heavy guitars. I can't decide if I wanna rock out the Music Man Albert Lee or the St. Vincent. Both amazing, spectacular, heavy-sounding guitars. This one's the OG that I used on the original, so I'm going to track this one in the neck and the bridge, track this one in the neck and the bridge. You're going to hear how each of them sounds, and I'm probably going to use a mix of all four. Let's rock it. Time to track some drums. I have a no-nonsense approach to recording drums. 5 mics. 2 overheads, kick, snare, room mic. What I do is I copy and paste the entire project 4 times. So I play the drum track through 4 times, and then I just kind of take the best one. That's all there is to it. Let's rock it. I already got too heavy. I had to take a couple days off, but now I'm back to do the bass. We're gonna keep this simple. I'm just gonna follow the root notes. Sometimes I'm even gonna do less than that. For the verses, I'm just gonna take a D note and I'm just gonna ride it. Just gonna ride the D, as all great bass players have been known to do. Ernie Ball, Music Man, Bongo, let's hit it. Okay, so we're going to record a guitar solo, and it's not going to be a shred solo. It's going to be pure essence of guitar. Now, I usually like recording everything analog, as I've done to this point, just going through an amp. Except there's this one Native Instruments plugin in Guitar Rig. There's a setting called God's Love that is kind of like a Steve Vai type emulation. And it is so over the top and nasty, it has to be on here. As soon as you arm the track, it's nothing but noise. And it just sings forever. I love I love it. So that's how we're gonna track this, with a little bit of God's love. And here we go. My favorite part, screaming into a microphone for some good old rock vocals, distortion added.
Got a foot in the grave and an eye on the jaw. One bad bad feeling that a dozen more looking in my direction, calling me a fraud. I'm counting black clouds, praying for a little rain, put my belly in the ocean and pray for a hurricane. Close my eyes and feel the pressure change. Hold on, gotta hold on now as it crumbles around me. Hold on, gotta hold on now. Choose the devil now, that is fine me. I can't help myself from going under. I can't help myself from going under. Last man standing holding on to the mast. I had a dream of giant land, but it's fading fast. Bodies fly, never gonna see you again. Picking last words, slipping off into the wind, till my body is the water, then I sink or swim. Don't look down, cause it'll all be over soon. Hold on, gotta hold on now as it crumbles around me. Hold on, gotta hold on now. Choose the devil now, that is fine me. I can't help myself from going under. I can't help myself from going under.
Jesus. I can't help myself. Alright, so now we're kind of getting to the mixing stage. There is one plugin that I now have on every single channel strip, and I'm going to tell you why. It is the Fabfilter Pro-Q 3. This is the EQ that you will see everybody using. You know why? Because it says Pro, so it must be for pros only. I'm going to kind of demonstrate what I do with some of these and what I think is the best feature of this. It's going to be this analyzer, right? So I'm just going to play part of a section. Alright, so it's a lot of mid-range because I just tracked everything. I'm super heavy on the mid-range with guitars. Again, a drum kit has kind of full frequency, a lot of stuff going on. Bass, that's really it. Just a bunch of guitars, bass, and drums. But I want to make little kind of cuts and and boost to really separate them in a mix. The great thing about the Pro-Q3 EQ, and the reason why it's on every channel, because here I'm just going to bring up, this is the guitar bus right here. You'll see I've already made a few adjustments, and what happens is when I have it going, you kind of see the waveform, right? Now they have this analyzer thing right here that we're gonna look at. And once I start playing it again, you're gonna see all the other instances of where this EQ has been on, right? So I can look at the drums right here, maybe specifically the kick, and I see there's a lot of this red energy going on, which means maybe there's kind of a conflict of them kind of rubbing up against each other. So when you assign that, next time I look at the EQ graph for just the drum bus, I can see where it's conflicting with the kick. And maybe I want to take some of this energy and kind of dip it out to have the kick come out a little bit more. And then I have the kick over here in the other instance of just the kick drum right here. And maybe I can kind of like duck some of this out of the way, get out of the guitar's spot, right? So again, this is something that is super helpful, and it's a reasonable price. Even if you just want to try it out, you can actually just try it out for free for a little bit to see if this is something that you'll use. But this is something that I found absolutely invaluable for just being able to kind of like get different instruments and groups of instruments to kind of sit out of each other's way. I've talked about the Fabfilter limiter on my channel before, which again is something I use on every single mix at the end. But again, just EQ-wise, the Pro-Q is awesome, and I think one of the best reasons is just that right there. You can kind of like really visually see where there might be some issues going on. And there's a bunch of other stuff this one does, but that's just kind of like what I'm using right now to kind of clean up a lot of the guitar buses and the drum buses. Alright, so everything is sounding pretty good. I think I'm going to go change and pretend to play all the parts again in front of a different camera, because apparently that's how I make low-budget music videos. So as usual, all the stuff that I used in this video will be listed in case you're interested in picking up any of the gear or plugins, so check that out. If you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section, Instagram, Twitter, or the website, and stay tuned for some rock music videos coming your way soon. Thanks a lot.